Welcome to Hot Messes, Big Visions, the podcast for parents, founders, and dreamers doing it all in leggings covered in yogurt. We're Nikki and Sophia, co-founders of The Village Co., mums of 4 tiny humans, and builders of a tech-powered babysitting empire with little family nearby and a whole lot of chaos.
Each week, we're talking real-life parenting, behind-the-scenes startup truth bombs, and the big vision driving it all. Because building your dream doesn't need to be polished. It just needs to be real. This is Hot Messes, Big Visions. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I know, welcome back. Welcome to 2026.
Nice. Welcome to the hot mess. That is us.
the hot messes.
The hot mess.
The visions are still big, but the messes are even hotter. No. I don't know anymore.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's it. Yeah, that's exactly. So that right there is what is exactly how I feel about life. Yeah.
How was your Christmas and New Year's? I know we spent
Christmas Day together. It was really, really nice. Yeah. Christmas was good. Christmas was really good, actually. Yeah, it's nice. Like, the kids are getting older. It's so lovely just to actually watch the magic of Christmas grow.
They understand the bits and pieces of it, hey?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Obviously.
They do. And it's pretty magical, I think, watching that. I mean, the stress that you go through literally on the run up to Christmas. I mean, your Christmas Eve dash to get a pool. You can talk about that later. But I think the problem is that I love Christmas up to a certain point, and then when my expectations start to grow, that's when I know I'm in the danger zone.
100%. I think that's the biggest thing, is the expectation that we set for how wonderful and magical Christmas needs to be. Right? Yeah. Whereas our kids, it's pretty magical as it is. They get presents, right, for no reason. For being good, right?
For being on the nice list.
Nice list.
As if they can't, they're on any other list other than the nice list.
Hunter's after the last few months is definitely not on the nice list, but he's still got presents. I had a few friends offering to bring coal.
I want to do it one year, but I feel like the fallout of it will be so bad.
Yep.
That
they'll hate Santa forever.
Yeah, and probably hate us too.
It's all a lie.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's definitely the expectations that you set or we set for ourselves, and for the day, and for how everything needs to run, and how good the food needs to be, and all of that.
Yeah, you hosted Christmas this year.
I did host Christmas this year. I think we spoke about it in our last one, about how unprepared I was. And I think to an extent it was better.
Yeah.
I did lose Hunter in the shops a few
times.
A few times. Not once, not twice. 3 whole times. Just before that. And I can't recall, I think it was Christmas present shopping. That on top of everything, not having organized or planned, I think that got my anxiety, because generally I wouldn't mind. Here in New Zealand doesn't really phase me. I know he's okay. He's not really lost. Yeah. He's still confined to those 4 walls. And I'll find him eventually. And it's not like it's the first time he's gotten lost either. So, but I think it was just the pile up of all the emotions and stress and the freak out, but that really got my anxiety going. I left it for a few minutes, and eventually I phoned Sean, and it's like, I've lost Hunter, and I'm stressing. I'm worried he's not by the cars, which is generally where you find him. And it turns out he went to find his sister a Christmas present, which was really cute. But I was not impressed, and I stressed out. And but other than that, I wasn't worried about the food that I made. Sean was even that morning, do I need to preheat the oven? Do I need to, organize the lamb? Should I base it? I'm like, calm down.
I've got this. I've got this.
I have it all planned out. I mean, I did ask ChatGPT pretty much everything. I prompted and I said, "This is how many people I need to feed. These are my ingredients. Like, this is what I'm planning to make.
Good on you.
Can you do a from start to finish with timeline?"
Yeah.
So I felt like I essentially had everything planned, but didn't have anything planned.
Yeah.
Up until last minute, right? So.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too stressed. I had a really great Christmas, and I love hosting. So it was lovely. It was nice.
That's
and the
really
kids,
cool.
The kids were chilled. The kids had fun with their toys.
Yes,
and they
and the
played in the
weather
pool,
was
and the
nice.
weather was great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think everything just worked out for me.
Yeah.
In that regard. But I do think it's because I didn't set any expectations.
Yeah. I think that is actually one of the biggest things. It's like on the other end of the spectrum, we had a very, very big Christmas, and my in-laws were hosting a Polish family.
Oh, yes,
so they wanted, basically to have a Polish Christmas in New Zealand. And they go, but they go big.
Were they hot?
Yes, they were a little bit. But I mean, they go big for Christmas every year anyway. Yeah. So, but the problem is, and this happens every year, we make so much food that then we're eating it for weeks at a time.
I do remember you dropped off quite a bit of food the first Christmas we knew each
met,
other.
yeah.
Like, I've got a whole bunch of food I'm bringing in. No, so do I. You brought it anyway.
I know, we had to get rid of it. But yeah, so we do go big. And then the problem that you have is all this extra food. So I had to do dessert. And I was actually really, I'm proud of my desserts. I like to bake and cook.
Christmas
and
Yule log?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. All right. Well,
was that what was for dessert?
Yes. My husband was quite taken by the Yule log and made a lot of comments and digs about the phallic shape and size. So there's a lot of conversation around it. He decided that it would be hilarious to take photos and send it round to all of our friend groups.
You were proud of it, and you should be.
Yeah, and I did a Christmas wreath pavlova, which is very Kiwi.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I did that. And hardly anybody ate anything because they were completely snacked up. And because we had the Polish family had also made a load of food for Christmas. So we had like everything from pierogi and like we were doing all their traditions as well. So we had all of this food, and then these Polish desserts came out, and then
very
amazing.
But I mean, they shouldn't have cooked if they were being hosted.
It was very, very sweet. Yeah. So it was really cool, really great, and we did a few Polish traditions and like different cultures coming together, and that was really special. Especially because my father-in-law's Polish, so it sort of there were tears, there were emotions. People were like, "Oh my god, it's really, really special to all be hosting Christmas together." Yeah, so that was a really, really special part of it. But the copious amounts of food, as every year. Yeah, and copious amounts of presents and But no, we had a really lovely one.
Good,
really, really good.
And you've had the kids home.
Yes.
For how long were they home for? And we're lucky because it's daycare.
No, dreading school. Oh my god! School. So we had 2 weeks.
Big shout out to the parents of school going.
Yeah, like
kids who are on holiday for like
another
month? A million weeks.
Exactly. Yeah. I started right. So right after we filmed the podcast, 2 days later, I got diagnosed with strep throat.
Yes,
and Ollie did too. So me and Ollie were on antibiotics throughout Christmas. So I was tired. My throat hurt. I was grumpy, and I still had to like make Christmas special and magical. And Ollie was in a bad mood, and so. I'm trying to defend myself here, but like I was just tired.
You don't need to defend yourself.
Done. And so many evenings I was just like the magic was done. And because Ollie was unwell, it meant that he was literally on me all the time. So yeah,
clingy.
so the
Didn't we have that chat?
clinginess.
When was it?
Yeah.
New Year's, just before New Year's or New Year's Eve. And
Yeah.
we were saying how clingy our kids have been.
And that's it. And I think because their routine has changed,
out of
everything's
routine.
completely changed, and they've had all these new presents.
And the sun is up until 9:30 at night.
No,
That also throws you.
Yeah,
So they go
everyone's
to bed late.
excited. So it's just like a multitude of different things,
Yes.
and so it just got to a point where we were just exhausted. You run out of things to do with
Yes.
them, like
And it did rain for almost 2 weeks
it
at one
did,
point, so
yeah.
you definitely run out of things to do with them.
And then
And
they
you run out of that
moan.
creativity mind,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
They moan and they whinge and they want you all the time, and you can't make dinner because they want you.
Yes. And they each want to do different things, but
yeah.
then they want to do the same thing and then start
Fighting, yeah. So it was just a lot.
Yeah.
And I think, I posted a really good meme, which I think sums it up.
Yes, I thought.
And it's that one of Tom Cruise in Vanilla Sky where he's like, I'm free falling. And I'm free.
I don't want to sing it right now, but nobody
Yeah.
wants to hear that.
Sorry. You got my rendition instead. But that right there summed up how we felt. They were in daycare at 7:30 in the morning on Monday.
First time ever.
Jeremy was like, he was already in the car. I was still going around packing the kindy bags, and he's already in the car, like, vroom, vroom, vroom.
It's daycare tomorrow, kids. In bed early. You've got to get your full 20 million hours sleep.
Honestly, and then you saw all the parents go into the car park. I don't know if it's going to be like this when they go to
Smiles
school.
on their face.
But the beaming smiles. Happy New Year! Oh, I was like, this is insane.
And the kids are like, I don't want to go to daycare. And you're like, I don't want you to go either, my sweetheart.
Jessica was like, I want to stay at home with you. And I'm like, because you can see the smiles. We're like, ah!
I mean, honestly, I loved my time with my kids.
Yeah.
I had 3 days with them, just me and the kids. Sean had to work.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I did. I loved. We did something every morning, and then we came home for Ophelia's sleep, and then Hunter and I just spent that hour. She sleeps for almost 3 hours a day. She never does that at home. So it was basically an hour, but we'd spend an hour doing Legos or coloring.
Cool.
What did we make the one? We did a volcano, the little experiment. We did that one day, and I loved that time with them. And like you said, I hosted Christmas. We had our friends stay with us for a few days. And then I had 3 days with the kids alone, which is
hard.
It can be quite hard. You have to prep meals that they never eat. Make sure you have snacks. I threw away so much money in terms of snacks
you
that
have
they didn't
to
eat, and it was so frustrating. But you have to have them available, right?
Just in
they're
case.
hungry.
Yeah.
And then we went the New Year's Eve here, and then New Year's Day we drove to Auckland and spent a couple of days there.
Oh, wow.
And then our friends had a bit of unfortunate news. So we ended up looking after their kids as well, as any friend would do. But then coming back, and we had a few people over for a barbecue that night as well. And I lay on my bed and I said to Sean, I'm actually touched out. I can't. I'm so over it. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to speak to people. We got home late as well. I don't think we barbecued that night. Actually, it was the next night, wasn't it? But we got home and was unpacking and everything. Oh, yeah, we got home after the kids' bedtime. They didn't sleep. It was, I lay on the bed and I said to Sean, I don't want to do anything. I'm tired. I don't want to see people. I don't want to do tomorrow. I don't want to do the next day. And I don't want to go to work the next days.
Oh, God.
I'm just done. I'm done. And yeah, that morning of going to work, it was great dropping the kids, but it didn't. I really wished I had booked that day off.
Yeah.
Just for me.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I had fun with the kids. I had fun doing things, and I enjoyed it. But it was exhausting.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying the routine.
Oh God, I think that's it. Like I'm now trying to find a new routine for the year, and it's like I've gone into. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to last, but I've been cooking dinner every night and like really making sure it's like full of
Healthy.
veg and
Yes,
all of that
good on
stuff,
you.
hidden veg, all of that stuff.
Hidden veg.
Kids have like called me out on it like 2 nights
What
so far.
is this
Literally.
orange thing?
They are just a nightmare. They won't eat. They have not eaten dinner the last 2 nights, but they have decided to have a slice of cheese instead. And I'm not a bad cook. I'm not. I keep saying to Jeremy every night, I'm like, I'm not a bad cook. He's like, I know. He's like, I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this anymore.
John said a few of those.
Yes.
Why do we even cook?
And like most of the time now, I'm just like, I'm just going to go and cook for us. What's the point in cooking for them? Because they just don't want to eat what we make. And we're on a real health kick at the moment.
Yeah.
So whilst we're trying to eat really, really healthily, which means that we're in a way sort of going, you either eat what we eat or you're getting chicken nuggets. Because
Yeah. We've done chicken nuggets twice already this week.
just over it. But yeah. But I also know they eat at daycare because they eat with all their friends. And yeah. It's been an interesting couple of weeks. I definitely I've had to chat GPT my parenting quite a few times.
What am I doing?
Yeah. Why are my children broken? Why am I broken? Why are we all broken?
Is this normal?
Yeah, there's been a lot of that. And it's really annoying because the algos drive me nuts because of course, so you write one thing and then that's it. You're flooded by, do you scream at your children? If you do, you are wrong. And I'm like, oh my God.
Follow my 20 shout
challenge or whatever. And I'm just like, oh, leave me alone. Like I'm already feeling insecure and struggling and anxiety and my anxieties are, off the charts. And now you're sending me non-stop 28-day challenges. I'm overwhelmed by 5 days.
Apparently it's real to just talk to your kids and yeah.
Or my favorite is, do you know the lasting damage you are doing to your child? I'm like,
oh yes.
Yeah. Either way, I will pay the therapy bills on the end. Like I don't know. No one knows what they're doing.
No one knows. Will they be okay? Everybody says, oh, well, we got not beaten. There's a line. We got smacked and reprimanded and we had consequences, to our actions and we're fine, but are we? So you never really know, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I actually think I'm somewhat okay. Trauma here and there, I was petrified of my dad. I still love him. And you know what? Yeah, we know our boundaries and we know what's right and wrong. And I think there's definitely, I'm not saying smack and yell at your kids the whole time, but there's definitely that question on when do you incorporate consequence to their actions, right? And do you do it? So yeah. It's tricky because
it's really tricky.
You find yourself yelling and then you're like, no, but some parents don't yell. What sort of damage am I doing to my children?
I don't know a single parent that can ever say they never yell.
He'll grow up hating me.
They will through the teenage years. Yeah. But I kind of feel also that to a certain extent, Jessica told us recently that she wants us to go away and never come back. And I was like,
phase.
I know.
I'm leaving house phase.
I was like, you want us to go away, but then you're then saying, and never come back. Like, sure. Like, that's a bit like long term, isn't it? And also.
Never part.
Yeah. And there's a lot coming from a 4-year-old that needs us to eat and drink and pretty much do anything.
Does she though? I've seen her make her own wheat bix. She's pretty amazing.
That is true. She is pretty good. But no, I did have this real thing where I did wonder because I thought, well, hold on, maybe there are I'm always open to learning new things.
As you should be.
Yeah, but I mean, have a look at all therapist children. They're not all perfect, are they? All of them seem to have issues.
They all go to their own therapist.
So,
what was it? Big Bang Theory?
Yes, exactly. So I don't know. Anyway, we go off on a tangent, but I do have to say,
It's really good to get routine back. All of that stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't know how parents do it for school.
No.
And I think
they do a lot of sort of group parenting where it's cool, the kids are at my house, I'll take the day off today. A lot of after school programs and holiday programs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
there is a lot of that. It's
but
a
I
lot
mean,
of
it's not like
cost.
it's free. So
No. We've had a lot of requests
we've had
about
so many requests.
after school, before school. Like the recurring bookings are pretty high at the moment.
And that common request of, I need someone to get my kids ready and fed before school, or I need someone for that just after school period. Or now, like we've had a lot of parents say, I'm back at work and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
And it's really hard. Like we're trying to find ways of how we can make that easier for parents, and whether that's that we start doing we start bringing a group of children together, but then in a way we're kind of almost doing holiday programs if we start doing that, right? So
I'm YouTuber.
yeah. But it's so hard. I mean, that's kind of a big reason for a lot of mums dropping hours, or I mean dads as well, but
Or not following through on their career progression
yeah.
because you can't pick one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we all want careers, but we also want, not all, but some of us want families, and
Yeah.
it's okay to have both.
Be okay to have
be okay to have
yeah,
both, but
yeah.
it's hard.
It's
right?
a
How
hard
do you
juggle. Yeah. And I've actually found one of the big things is when work used to stress me out a lot, I would really struggle with shutting that down to come into parenting.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really, really hard. And I don't know what the answer is to it. Like even with things like putting your phone away, it's really hard to disconnect, and you're pretty good at that actually. Like when you say, "Oh, my phone's in the other room," it's really good that you keep your phone in a different room. But it's
appreciate it.
but it's hard. You're very good. You're a great mum. But it's hard. It's really, really tough to try and figure out how there has to be a way that makes it easier.
Yeah.
Makes it easier, but not in a way that we're all separately doing our own thing, right?
And it's a support thing, right? And it's accessibility to programs and things that perhaps your workplace is doing to support you in that as well.
True.
So yeah, I think there's a lot of different avenues where there are gaps.
Yeah.
And avenues that are completely untapped. In terms of support for parents and mothers
I found it quite interesting actually, and mainly coming from the UK where like they do quite a lot there is a lot for parents, or a lot of good companies do a lot for parents, but here there's a small minority of companies that are amazing for working parents. But I always think like they're your main workers.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of want to support them in a way.
You want them to be at work half the time and not have to, take leave when everyone else needs to take leave because it's the holidays. Like, yes, some companies shut down, which is helpful.
But you still have to use your holiday.
You still have to use your holiday or annual leave.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is at all. It's just something that
multiple things.
Yes, exactly. And also, too early in the journey, too early in the year to even be using my brain for that. But it's something that makes me, watching all the parents coming through and sort of saying, I need help for all of this. And
it's something completely foreign to me as well. Like growing up in South Africa, we always had someone at home who could, like a domestic worker or a nanny, because labor was generally quite cheap there, sadly.
I was about to say, I mean, it was always paid for.
Oh, yeah, absolutely paid for, but affordable. Or we were out on our bikes, and this was when I was growing up, so I don't know what it's like now because I haven't been home in a while, but quite different to here, where, our parents would just leave us on our own devices, like fend for yourselves, do your thing. But I mean, we grew up with my gran at home as well, so that part of it is there, and I'm sure a lot of people here use their parents. But here, different to home, my gran wasn't working. Here, a lot of the grandparents are still working.
Yeah.
So they have to find time where they have to take their annual leave to look after the kids as well, which is, in my opinion, quite unfair, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, you want to look after your grandkids, totally. And this time of the year is special and magical, and you do want to spend time with them during this period. But yeah, a little bit unfair if you want to travel or do other things.
True, actually. I'll be interested to see if anything, because as the world has changed, parenting, but like childcare has not evolved with it really at all. Even with school, like it's still I cannot understand how school finishes at 2. I think we've had this conversation, but how school finishes at 2:30.
Yeah.
2:30, 3 o'clock.
Where's the after school sports? Why have they never been kept at school?
What is this? So it's a whole new world that we'll be navigating this year.
Yeah. Send us your tips and tricks.
Yeah.
If you have school-going children,
please do. Or if you don't have any tips or tricks,
book a sitter.
Let us know what. Let us know what you're doing.
Let us know your needs, and we will try and incorporate it.
It's true.
Figure it out for you.
We've got an exciting year ahead of us for not just the village, but for Hot Messes Big Visions.
Yes, very.
We're going to start bringing some guests on. So please do let us know any sort of names that you would like to hear from, and we will bring them in with us and have a little chat.
We've got a few lined up for you.
We
exciting.
do.
And of course, I'm pretty sure we mentioned in our last few podcasts, we've got our new platform coming.
So we're just going through
stay tuned for that. We're going through the final
stages of that. Yeah, it's exciting.
So exciting.
It's going to be a really exciting year.
Yes.
And yes, I'm already tired though. I don't know about you.
I keep thinking back, I haven't taken any leave. And then I look and I'm like, oh no, I took leave, but it was with my children.
Yeah, that is not a holiday. I think that was a conversation I had with somebody when I was dropping the kids off, and they were like, oh, how was your holiday? I was like, what holiday? What?
Yeah.
Holiday? And I said, I think there was, in the end, we were like, I think the best way to describe it is, how was your time?
How's your time been?
Yeah.
Have you been living?
Yes. Surviving? So yes. But we will be next week, I guess will be our next one. Yeah. We're going to stay on top of the podcast this year.
Yes.
New Year's resolution. And we'll have our guests.
And we'll have
our new platform.
And we'll see you at our next coffee catch-up, which will likely be at the end of Feb.
At the end, yeah.
End of Feb.
That'll be exciting.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. See you soon.
Bye.
Okay, so that's it for this week. Hot Messes, Big Visions. If you love this episode, share it with your village, or better yet, tag us on Instagram at Village Babysitting with your own messy moment.
Want to book a sitter? So let us hook you up. Until next time, remember, you don't need to have it together to be going somewhere.